All right, guys, I'm always asking you to trust me and use the promo code Cajun to sell your cards on Fanatics Collect weekly auctions. Well, I did that last night, and I'm really doing it in weekly number 138 that's coming up ending September 8th. But I want to show you the results of, I had 7 cards listed last night in weekly auction number 137. It ended on September 1st, Sunday. Today is Labor Day. I'm recording this the morning after. And I'm going to share with you the results of 5 of those 7 cards. The last 2 I'm not going to show you. It was 2 tiny little LeBron cards that sold for like 40 and 50 bucks. I knew they were going to sell for 40 and 50 bucks, and I just kind of wanted to test it to see where they fit. So I'm not going to show you those 2, but we're going to look at 5 cards, and I've got some really good news and some shockingly horrific bad news, but it's not Fanatics Collect Weekly's fault. It was actually the only baseball card that I ever bought. I sold it last night. Stay tuned. You're going to love this. If you've got a bunch of unwanted inventory that you've been sitting on for days, weeks, months, years, ship it to Fanatics Marketplace and let them do all the work. Just make sure when you ship it, you use the promotional code Cajun, all capital letters, C-A-J-U-N. Hey guys, Bryan with Cajun Cardboard, coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, and we're going to look at 5 of the cards out of the 7 that I sold last night. Like I said, 2 of them were baby LeBrons. They did exactly what I expected, like 40, 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, something like that. I didn't even look. But they were little base PSA 10s that I had that I was going to put a set together. I changed my mind. So let's look at the big stuff, right? So the first one, the biggest card that I sold last night was this bad boy right here. You may have seen on a recent mail day, I picked up a PSA 9 copy of this 1998 Topps Apparitions, and therefore the PSA 8 copy was expendable. And so I posted this card and moved it over with a few clicks of a button to the, with the promo code Cajun, just moved it right over into weekly auction number 137. And then boom, last night it finally sold. How did it do? Well, it was the highest price ever paid for the card. Let's just put it that way. I netted more than the prior all-time record. On my sale. $552 is a $91 jump over the, or $90 jump over the second most that has ever been paid for this card, and that was just 4 days ago. So that answers the question, can you get your money back on Fanatics Collect? Can you do better than eBay? Yeah, I did better than eBay. It sold for $552. That's the highest price that's ever been paid for Apparitions PSA 8. I don't know what else to say. So great example number 1. I've got 5 of them here. What about the Garnett? This is the other card. The next card that I sold, the next biggest card that I sold was a 98 Skybox Premium Garnett Intimidation Nation PSA 9. This is a card that I actually, I can't remember if it was cross-country collection or if I just bought it raw and tried to grade it because I thought it looked clean. But it came back a 9. So I'm doing really well on it because I bought it for much less than this raw. But that card last night sold for $456, which was significantly more than the last one that sold on eBay, but much less than it sold for maybe 3 or 4 months ago on Fanatics weekly auction for $720, $675, $456. So sort of right in the middle, a far, far cry away from setting an all-time record. Really thought this one would do a little bit better. So just like hitting a single last night on that Garnett. Again, it's not a card that I collect. I didn't have to list it, take pictures. I let Fanatics do all that stuff. All I did was click a button, sell weekly 137, and I'm done. And so $456 was the net sale on that one. Better than the last sale. I guess it's really all I can compare it to. Way down from the 2 sales prior to that. I'm not going to compare it back to 2022 because obviously non-Jordan stuff was running much hotter back then. But and I don't know what this Fanatics weekly. I don't know why this one went crazy. 720 sale. That's nuts. All right, let's move it along. The third one is a card that you guys, same story with the Apparitions. I had an 8. This was it. I picked up a 9. Had to sell the 8. The 8 last night sold for the second most that's ever been paid. 47 sales of this Skybox Premium prototype, right? PSA 8. It's sold 47 times in history. Last night, my sale was the second highest ever. Sold for $300. I even did a preview video where I was saying I was hoping it would sell for somewhere in the 200 to 225 range. Sold for $300 last night. The only higher sale was an eBay sale for $375 on February 4th, 2024. So great result last night on that one. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The fourth card, not good. So this one did not do well. It's actually worse than this graph would indicate. This is a card that's obviously on the massive decline, and it was just time for me to just take my losses. And again, I have a black label copy of this card. I do collect a little bit of Damian Lillard, as you guys know if you've watched my channel for a couple years. I have a black label, so I was like, why don't I have a PSA 10 and a black label? I just need to let the PSA 10 go. And man, this card, the all-time story of this card, man, these things ran really hot. Look, somebody once paid $1,700 for this card. Mine sold last night for $108, which was even worse than the eBay sale. There was an eBay sale for $134, same card, same grade. So I don't know if my picture was worse or maybe it wasn't centered as well, but 108 versus 134, 130, 165, 130, 189. So 108 is not a great sale. In fact, it was one of the worst probably over the last 6 months. Almost the worst sale over the last 6 months. But again, a declining card, a card that really what I should have done is probably put it on the Fanatics Collect marketplace for like $125 and just let it go that way. But again, you're splitting hairs on a card like that, but I'll consider that a loss. So we'll say definitely not a great result on that one. And then the last one, I just got to tell this story because have I ever told, how many times do I tell you guys I am the most consistent and transparent content creator that is out there? Well, you want to see some transparency? I hit some home runs. I hit some grand slam home runs in my hobby career, my investing career in my hobby. Well, this is not one. This is not just striking out once. This is like striking out every single time you step up to the plate for an entire season. I have bought one baseball card in the last 25, 30 years. Like the last time I bought a baseball card, I think was like 1990 Leaf. So literally I've bought one baseball card in 34 years. I chose this guy when it was either Wander Franco or Ronald Acuna. I just remember I didn't know anything about baseball. I've got a really good friend. He loves baseball. He's like, man, you should buy a prospect. That way you have a reason to watch and at least look at box scores. And I was like, you know what? Money was flowing back then. I was like, I'm gonna put $5,000, $6,000 into a baseball card. Well, he's like Acuna and Wander Franco. These are the two hottest guys. Like you should look at one of these guys. So of course I chose wrong. I chose Wander Franco and I bought this Bowman Chrome Auto Prospect, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I am not lying to you guys. This is my purchase, I think. I don't know that for sure. I think that's my purchase. I couldn't match it up because the eBay wouldn't. Well, actually, maybe it will. Maybe I can go here. Oh, I think I can. Highest price. Oh, no, that's what it was. So I wanted to click in here and see if it was the same PSA certification number, and I couldn't do it. So I don't know if that's mine. Actually, I think I might have been this $4,500. I think I'm the second highest price ever paid. So I think I paid $4,500 for it. And then, wouldn't you know, last night, my Wander Franco Bowman Chrome rookie, whatever you want to call it, thingy, sold for $44. So there's your story of the day. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. It wasn't Fanatics Collect's fault. It's just the direction that the Wander Franco cards are going. So paid $4,500, sold it for $44. I'm sort of giving back all these profits that I'm making on the Jordan cards. I gave all the money back on that apparitions right away. But that's the results from last night, guys. Really good on the apparitions. Hit a double, kissing your sister on the Garnett. Really, really good on the Skybox prototype Jordan. Not great on the Lillard. And then I don't even know what to say about the, whatever the guy's name is, Wander Franco. And I don't even remember what he did. I think it was something with an underage girl, which you don't really come back from. And so I think my money is gone forever as far as that goes. But overall, I was pleased with the results. I got everything out of it. I didn't take 1 second to list, take a picture, ship. I don't have to come in this morning on Labor Day, put it in a bubble mailer, put it in a cardboard sandwich, ship it out, ask for feedback. Do it all, man. Let Fanatics do it all. If you want to sell your cards on Fanatics like I do, don't sell Wander Franco. Sell Jordans, sell Kobe's, sell LeBron's, sell Curry's, sell those guys. You're going to do just fine. The Brady's, the Gretzky's, all that. You're going to crush it, guys. Trust me, I'm doing great selling on Fanatics Collect, notwithstanding the Wander and the chintzy little Damian Lillard card that I probably should not have put at an auction in the first place. And if you do that, please consider supporting the channel. I don't charge a subscription fee. I'm over almost 1,500 videos over the last 3 or 4 years. Use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N. If you submit cards to the Fanatics Weekly or the Premier, if you're a big dog and you submit to the Premier, send them using the promo code Cajun. If it's a big card, I'll try to hype it on my channel for you. I'll do that favor for you. If it's a big card, I will try to make a mention of it on the channel and draw some attention to it. Maybe make an Instagram post and help you get as many eyeballs as you can so that your cards can do what my apparitions did last night, which is set an all-time record on the Fanatics Collect Weekly auction. So use the promo code Cajun, C-A-J-U-N, when you do the submission. You can't miss it. I've got videos out there showing you how to submit cards for sale on Fanatics Collect Weekly auctions and Premier auctions. It is so easy, a Cajun could do it. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. And if you were one of the buyers of the Jordans or the Garnett or the Lillard or, God forbid, the Wander Franco, if you're really investing, like you're really scraping the barrel if you're investing in that, if you were the winner of one of those cards, thank you. I appreciate you looking at and purchasing my items on the Fanatics Collect Weekly number 137. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.